Hello, this is Jennifer with Women Loving Jesus, and today we are on Proverbs 2:9. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair and every good path. Now, this is talking once again, if you focus on the Lord, He's going to give you understanding. He's going to tell you what is right, just, and fair. So, what came to me as I was going over this verse and praying over it and studying it was we've been talking a lot about wisdom. But this parable in Mark 3, God brought to my attention to almost show if you are not paying attention to God's wisdom and what He's trying to show you. And Mark 3, 1 through 6 is, and he entered the synagogue again, and a man was there who had a withered hand. So they watched him closely, whether he would heal him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. And he said to the man who had the withered hand, "Step forward." Then he said to them, "Is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do evil, to save life or to kill?" But they kept silent. And when he had looked around at them with anger, being grieved by the hardness of their hearts, he said to man, "Stretch out your hand." And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored as whole as the other. Then the Pharisees went out and immediately plotted with the Herodians against him, how they might destroy him. So what had happened here is the religious leaders, the Pharisees, had taken the idea that the Sabbath is holy, and they had established rules after rules after rules after rules. There was a whole list of things you couldn't do, you could do. Now, God had never given this intensive list of rules. He had just said the Sabbath is holy. The Lord then decided to heal this hand of this man on the Sabbath. Well, part of it is he wanted to show them their hearts. I mean, he even says, is it lawful to focus on good or evil? So he heals a man's hand, and then they start plotting to kill Jesus on the Sabbath, which was originally intended for just rest and love and to focus on good. I think this is what shows is that we can get so focused on our own wisdom, our own thoughts. We just follow down that path, never questioning, thinking this is the way, this is the only way. And then when the Lord comes and tries to speak to us and is like, hey, you might want to look at this a little different. Maybe your rules have got so focused on the rules, all you're doing is hurting instead of helping and loving. But instead of taking that pause, instead of thinking, maybe we need to change things, maybe our heart needs to change a little bit, maybe this wasn't the intention, maybe the rules shouldn't replace relationship with the Lord. Then they were so focused on their rules and keeping their rules that they went after Jesus. Now, in the end, they never did succeed. God had a plan all along. And all it did was allow Jesus to see how hard their hearts were. You know. So I pray that you take this verse maybe and take it to the Lord. Is the Lord trying to show you that maybe something little steps in your life or your walk with the Lord or your times with your family, times with your friends, or even times at church needs to be evaluated a little bit? Is it all about the rules? And are the rules destroying others and yourself? Or is it really focused on the Lord? Is it really focused on relationships? I pray that the Holy Spirit takes these verses today and speaks to your heart. And thank you for listening.